Hi everyone, so I have another kettlebell complex here for you. This one's going to be a unilateral flow complex. We're going to just kind of cycle through 4 exercises at 1 rep apiece. So it's going to move pretty quick, boom, 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 from one exercise to another. Again, so you're going to be holding that kettlebell in your right hand, right, or you're going to be holding it in your left hand. So we're really going to kind of suss out those asymmetries with your body, and really kind of help actually with coordination as well. For that reason, that very fast-paced and asymmetrical format, it's going to make it a little bit complicated. It might take a couple of runs through to kind of know exactly what you're doing. You can't really think too much. It's going to be happening really, really quickly. So I'm going to run through the 4 movements just as I would in real time, and then I'll spend some time afterward to kind of break down each of those 4 movements and how you should go about transitioning from one to the other. So the 4 movements we're going to do are a kettlebell clean, all right, a squat to press, a reverse lunge, an overhead reverse lunge, and then a high pull. So I'll just run through it right now. So we're just starting out the clean. So we're just right here, keeping that arm tucked in close. Get it up to your front back position. Squat, press, hold it overhead. Step back into your reverse lunge. Step up. Feet are wide in your squat stance. Then you're going into your high pull, and then right back into your clean. Okay, so again, squat, press, reverse lunge. Bring it back in that front back position. High pull. So what you'll do, what I did there was 2 reps. I went around for 2 cycles. I did 2 cycles through, and you'll do, about 5 cycles. Do 5 cycles through those 4 movements. Okay, once you get through all 5, you'll switch over, you'll do it on the other side, that left hand now. Once I do right and left sides, give yourself a little bit of rest, maybe about 30 seconds to a minute, and then just do it again on your right and left side for a total of 5 times through. So now I want to break down those movements. So like you saw, the first one was a clean. Okay. So big tip here is to kind of make sure you keep that arm just kind of glued to the side of your body. So just imagine like you have a newspaper or something under your armpit. You're just going to hold it there by keeping that arm against your torso. Okay. And you're just going to kind of squat down. All right. Kind of get that chest up a little bit, hips back. You're just going to use that power from your legs. Swing that kettlebell up into your front back position. All right, so you shouldn't be using too much arms. You shouldn't be trying to pull it up or trying to curl up. If you're doing that, very inefficient. It's going to make those movements a lot harder and possibly dangerous for you. And then my last little cue here, so I got your newspaper here, you're using your legs. You want to kind of imagine like you're zipping up your coat, right? So you want to keep your hand in close towards the midline of your body. And what you'll find is that kettlebell will just kind of rotate around your forearm, all right? So it's kind of flipping over the top, smacking into your forearm every time. You want to keep it here, and it'll rotate around your forearm. So again, just kind of dip down, turn that palm off to the side a little bit. So all my legs, you see it's nice and softly landing on my forearm, right? It's not painful at all. Again, there it is. You're going to be flipping it over like that. So you want to come around the side here, and not over the top. So there's your first one. So then holding that front back position, we're going towards squat to press. So full squat, with that offset kettlebell, press overhead. Hold those knuckles up. You kind of want to swing in and then step back in that reverse lunge and then step back forward to your sort of squat stance. Okay, so that's a really difficult movement. So what you can do instead of holding it overhead is just bring it back down into your rack position. Okay, so you have your squat to press. Right, press it up, bring it back down to your rack position, step back there, right, and then come up. Again, step back and then come up. Okay. So it's a really tough movement. It's going to be really hard on the core stability, shoulder stability, even hip stability. So just kind of do what works for you. Okay. And then your last one, going into that high pull. So you're back in your front back position after doing your reverse lunge. You're going to kind of drop it down, pull it up high into the outside, and then bring it right back into your clean. Okay, so that's going to be the toughest transition. The transition from the high pull into the clean. So it's going to move really, really fast because you're working around the kettlebell. So a couple of points I want to make with that high pull is that you want to pull it high to the outside of your body. So my elbow's onto the 90-degree angle here, and I'm almost squeezing back. It's not a straight up and down movement. So again, I'm using my lower body, my hips, to kind of get it started. And I'm going to kind of pull straight up, then almost like a J curve. So it's right here, and then almost cocking back at the top as if I was like starting a lawnmower. Okay. as soon as that weight wants to go back down, you have to let it. All right, don't try to pause up there. Once the weight wants to go down, let it, and then you go right back into your clean. Okay. So think for the high pull, you want wide, clean, going inside. So nice and wide out here, and then clean. Okay, so right here. Let's go one more time through. Yep, clean, high and wide, and high inside for the clean. Wide, right back up, keep it inside your shoulders. Okay, so that's it. Have fun with that. Again, just give it a few times around. It'll be a little tricky at first, but once you get all those movements down and you get your feet all set up,